Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I explain about the business dispute settlement case studies in PT.Dua Kelinci and PT.Garuda Food, let me introduce myself. My name is Tantria Oktaviana, student number 92. I'm student of Trunajaya University of Madura, Faculty of Agriculture, Agribusiness Department. This video is created to fulfill the final exam of law and business ethics courses. Before heading to the discussion, let's look at the profile video of the company Dua Kelinci and the company Garuda Food Putra Putri Jaya. Enjoy the video!
History of Dua Kelinci Company. Luciaka and Bijio initially started what will become the brand of Dua Kelinci by repackaging peanuts that were originally bought directly from the farmer. In 1972, they started to use their trademark Sari Gurih for peanut products, and with the legendary Dua Kelinci logo until they got to be as well known as today. Sari Gurih was growing rapidly, and in 1982, the name of their trademark was changed to be Dua Kelinci and continued in 1985, where their company has been listed as PT.Dua Kelinci by the children of the founder, Mr. Ali Arifin and Mr. Hadi Sutiono. The philosophy of Dua Kelinci. The success story of Dua Kelinci will always be connected with the two brothers, Mr. Ali Arifin and Mr. Hadi Sutiono. The siblings then began to learn about management and marketing. They then turned Dua Kelinci from repackaging to processing the peanut and focused themselves to become the famous peanut manufacturer in Indonesia, which is from Pati, Central Java. By the time goes, PT.Dua Kelinci has grown and become more innovative. New products have been developed including various flavored peanuts, layered peanuts, and snack and beverage products that we could enjoy until now. Garuda Food is a food and beverage company subsidiary of Tudung Group. In addition to Garuda Food, Tudung Group also has subsidiaries in agribusiness companies operating in crude palm oil field and peanut. Garuda Food Group had originated from PT Tudung. It was established in Pati, Central Java, 1979. The company founder is the deceased Darmo Putro, ex-warrior who had chosen to engage in business sector after independence of Indonesia. In early of 1987, TPJ started selling its peanut production products using a brand of kacang garing Garuda, which was recently known as Kacang Garuda. When national economy suffered from economic crisis, on December 1997, PT.Garuda Food Jaya or GFJ was established, producing Gary branded biscuit. In 1998, Garuda Food acquired PT Tri Teguh Manunggal Sejati or TRMS, producer of jelly and lunch jelly product using brands of Oki and Kevi. In the end of 2002, TRMS launched jelly beverage products with a brand of Oki jelly drink. And it also constitutes a new pace for Garuda Food to deal with beverage business. Seriousness of Garuda Food in focusing on beverage business had also become apparent by the launching of Mount Tea, fruit-flavored tea beverage. In national level, Garuda Food is also positively perceived as one of the admired food and beverage companies. Survey made by Frontier and Business Week Indonesia magazine in Jakarta and Surabaya in 2006 until 2010 indicated that Garuda Food was in the third position of Indonesian most admired company. In 2005, Garuda Food also actively performs corporate social responsibility or CSR under the flag of Garuda Food Sehati. To accelerate the achievement of its vision, in 2011, Garuda Food Group with non-alcohol division of Tantria Beverage and Food, a company from Japan, established a subsidiary PT.Garuda Tantria Beverage, focused on development of the beverage. Now, all positions, supported by 2,000 experienced workers, have become main assets to Garuda Food in the effort to go forward to meet a success as a sustainable enterprise.
That was the video footage from the PT.Dua Kelinci and PT.Garuda Food Putra Putri Jaya. Next, I will explain a little material regarding business dispute resolution. There are 3 points that I will explain. The first is definition of dispute, second, case of dispute, and the third, approach to settle business disputes. Okay, next, the first is definition of disputes. A dispute is a contradicting behavior between two people or institutions that has legal consequence and therefore can be given legal sanctions for one of them. Okay, the second is cause of dispute. There are 3 points of this point, namely, the first, default. Default is not fulfilling obligation at all or late in fulfilling obligation, and not in accordance with what has been promised. Second, acts against the law. This act is not limited to violation of the written law, but also includes any violation of decency or appropriateness in social life in society. The third, loss of a part. If one of the parties suffers a loss, namely in civil law. Next, the third is approach to settle business dispute. According to the point of view of decision maker, A. Adjudicative is a settlement characterized by decision making. Authority carried out by a third party in a dispute between the three. B. Compromise is a compromise way of resolving dispute to reach a win-win solution. The third or C. Quasi-adjudicative is a combination of consensual and adjudicative elements. And then, based on the process point of view, A. Litigation is a dispute resolution mechanism through court channels using a legal approach. B. Non-litigation, the opposite of litigation. Okay, next I will explain about a case study of business dispute resolution in a case study based on the journal entitled Penyelesaian Sengketa Pembatalan Pendaftaran Merek Studi Kasus Dua Kelinci dan Garuda Food. Okay, now I want to tell about the background of the journal. In the case of a trademark dispute between Dua Kelinci and Garuda Food that occurred in June 2007, namely regarding the dispute for the name Katom as a trademark for atom peanut products produced by the two companies. Garuda Food felt it was preceded by Dua Kelinci to register the Katom mark with the Directorate General of Intellectual Property Rights or HEB-B. So, they sued Dua Kelinci in the Semarang Commercial Court. Garuda Food only registered the Katom mark with the Directorate General of Intellectual Property Rights on March 30, 2004. In the examination process, it was found that the similarity of the marks that had been registered earlier by Dua Kelinci Company on March 16, 2004. The Katom Trademark Registration Certificate carried out by Dua Kelinci was issued by the Directorate General of IPR on September 19, 2005. Garuda Food as the owner and the first user of the Katom mark felt aggrieved by the issuance of a Katom Trademark Registration Certificate in the name of Hadi Sutiono or Dua Kelinci Company. Therefore, the Garuda Food Company sued Dua Kelinci at the Semarang Commercial Court. In their lawsuit, it was stated that the company Dua Kelinci had registered the trademark in bad faith. Based on the result of research in the journal on the settlement of a dispute over trademark registration cancellation between the company Dua Kelinci and Garuda Food, it can be seen that the first is case of dispute of the Garuda Food Company and Dua Kelinci Company. The second is settlement of trademark rights dispute and violation of trademark rights in Indonesia. Okay, next I will explain about case of dispute of the Garuda Food Company and Dua Kelinci. The occurrence of a business dispute between the two companies, namely, the first is PT.Garuda Food Putra Putri Jaya filed a lawsuit against PT.Dua Kelinci for violating law number 15 of 2001, namely Article 4 in Co with Article 6, Paragraph 1 UUM 2001, and the plaintiff is the legal owner of the Katom trademark known to the public or the owner of the first trademark. The second, the mark filed by defendant, namely PT.Dua Kelinci has similarities in plaintiff entire Katom brand, namely PT.Garuda Food Putra Putri Jaya for similar products. And the third, the defendant or PT.Dua Kelinci registered their trademark based on bad faith, which is a description of the good or service being requested for registration, namely a Class 29 snack food statement. And then, I will explain about settlement of trademark rights dispute and violation of trademark rights in Indonesia. To resolve a dispute regarding infringement of trademark rights in Indonesia, it can be done in the following ways. The first is dispute settlement in court or litigation. The second, settlement of disputes outside in the court or non-litigation by the ADR or alternative dispute resolution institution through criminal or civil charge. The third is in the case of settling of dispute over the cancellation of trademark registration between PT.Garuda Food Putra Putri Jaya with PT.Dua Kelinci, it is carried out using a court system or litigation in the Semarang Commercial Court. The fourth is non-litigation institutions, namely mediation on the initiative of a third party after the cassation decision of the Supreme Court of the Republic of Indonesia. That's all from me. Sorry if I have a lot of mistakes. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.